And every single day,
the more enemies we kill.
So we're spending trillions and trillions of dollars.
You know, people say, all right, this is your fault.
It's not your fault.
All I know is you're not selling anything.
The Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome back to Sean's Show, episode 28. Thanks for listening. I'm here, as always, with my Caucasian producer, Josh Cabaza.
Hey, what's up? I'm
Do you like that joke?
now.
I'll stop making that joke if you don't.
No, not at all. It's. I change ethnicity and race about every 7 years.
Right.
So I'm trying out Caucasian. I really enjoy it.
You like it so far?
I'm much more approachable. But next year I'm thinking I'm going back to Puerto Rican.
So like you changed your race as much as the that mega church shooter changed her gender. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, they found out it's not a girl, right?
I guess. Big story if you don't know.
I mean, it is a girl. I'm sorry, I fucked up.
Great news. Great news. A mega church has been shot up. This is excellent news. Best news all week, honestly. Because what makes it even better is the shooter is hit it, Josh. Trans. God, I'm going to hell.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. Well, you know, it's there's a trans shooter, and it was Joel Osteen's church.
Yeah,
in Houston, and it's and this is kind of this is really good evidence of the way that liberal media and conservative media immediately try to get in front of things. Now you look on Twitter. I will never call it X. Elon Musk can suck my cock. I'm not even calling it Twitter.
Yeah. What do you call it?
Jack Dorsey's platform.
Oh.
I'm going to call it Jack Dorsey's invention.
I saw him on the Super Bowl. He had a Satoshi t-shirt on.
Really?
Sweater, yeah.
These guys, they make like it's really not that hard to make an app. These guys make an app and they get $1 billion and they think that they can be like they're like Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
Every tech billionaire, they think that they're Kanye West.
Yeah.
And I think I'm onto something here. That is wrong. Our culture has really twisted what entrepreneurship is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about sex trafficking kids. It's supposed to be about no, that's a joke. It's supposed to be about delivering value.
Yeah.
Do you see on this logo? Can you go to the logo, Josh?
Yeah.
You see on this logo, Sean's Show, that I really slaved over. Well, I have paid a guy to slave over it for me. You see all the brands out there? Waymo, Uber. We got some drones. We got some protesters, and we got some people. The brand. You're supposed to add value to people's lives. That is what a business, a new idea is supposed to do. The show is a business venture.
Are you supposed to do that? I thought you were supposed to distract and then absorb as much information out of them for free.
Well, I mean, that is a bit. That's one way to look at it. I think I do believe in the power of innovation, but what's happened in the last decade is you have Elon Musk, you have, and it's not everyone. You have a handful of these entrepreneurs that they make these companies. And they're on their Drake shit. They're on their Drake shit.
Big old penises.
They're like, I'm a big dick swinger. It's like, hey, can you be, you know who I love? I love, for many reasons, the CEO of NVIDIA. You want to know why I love the CEO of NVIDIA? Because I don't know his fucking name. And that's good. That company's worth more than Google. And I don't know the guy's name.
Isn't he a cult leader?
Is he?
Yeah, he was going to take like his whole staff with him. Remember? They were going to let him go. The board was going to let him go. Wasn't that him? And then he was just like, nah.
Oh no, that's WeWork.
Oh, that was WeWork.
Yeah,
okay.
NVIDIA, they make GPUs, which is a graphical process. They make chips.
Yeah,
for AI.
I think it was in
that. That is NVIDIA.
I'm pretty sure that it's a young guy, right?
He's a middle-aged Asian dude.
Oh, then no, it's not him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in any case, I like that guy is arguably more powerful than that guy's arguably the most powerful man in the world right now. he holds the key to the future of artificial intelligence, and he's responsible for delivering the hardware that powers literally everything that makes modern life possible: laptops, cars, planes, boats, yachts, other types of marine vessels, little boats, big boats,
also,
powered by AI.
He's going to really improve pornography.
Taylor Swift AI porn, you have to think, because of the CEO of NVIDIA. And that's the people we should look up to. It's anonymous rich billionaires that do bad things behind the scenes. Not these Kanye West bullshit egotistical billionaires that try to flex on you with their wealth. Hey, Jack Dorsey, you're a nice guy probably, but I don't give a fuck about you, bro. I don't care that you started an app. I don't care that you had an idea for a social media platform, coded it yourself, raised some money, and then hired people. Let's not sex up this process like it's sexy and only a certain number of people could do it. Anyone can do these things. Josh and I, we could start a startup right now, and it would be very successful.
I did Comedy Frequency. I'm going to sell it to a Saudi billionaire for $1 billion.
He already sold 10%. Josh already exited.
What's that? So get back to the Rothschild, Carnegie type of crony capitalism.
That hurts. That hurts me that you would call it crony.
It was. They shot people because they didn't want to work.
That's called free market. That's called the free market, Josh.
Okay.
Like other podcasts. If this show gets really big and I have competitors,
when
you're right.
There you go.
Are you asking me when? Never.
No. When? You don't have to say if. You say when.
When my listeners tell other people to listen. All right. No, I shouldn't berate you guys.
You can do a Drake thing and then pull your penis out like that and
and then put it on Pornhub
and put on your OnlyFans.
Put on my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/SeanReillyComedy. I don't actually post my dick there, but if
post your feet. Someone
gave me a $100 tip on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You believe that? An anonymous person gave me a $100 tip.
Yeah.
And then my mom texted me. She's like, "Did you get my $100?"
I signed up for your OnlyFans.
I was like, she was like, "Yeah, I saw your set on OnlyFans. Like, I wanted to tip you." I'm like, "Mom, I don't know. I don't know if you know what this platform is, but you should leave now." So anyway, back to the trans. I don't know. Is it a trans shooter? Is it not? We don't know. All I know is that the shooter had the word Palestine on the gun, on the butt stock. I guess that's what they call it.
Did she kill anybody?
I think she killed her son.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know if she walked in there with her son, or if the son was already in service.
Yeah.
But it's a tragedy. Whenever a place of worship gets shot up, it's really sad, because I know the majority of people out there just want love, and they want they want to spend time with each other, and and they want to make sure their kids aren't gay, and that's okay. They want to make sure that their kids understand that being gay is a choice, and that was interrupted by violence.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Osteen preaches love. He preaches. I don't even have the words to say.
Have you ever seen his sermons?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Okay.
It's like a Broadway musical. Mega churches are like now Broadway musicals.
I don't know how they exist. It's insane.
I don't know much about Joel Osteen. Let's watch a little bit. Let's take a look at his reaction to this shooting. And this was what? This was yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Right before Valentine's Day. Very sad.
Right before Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Well, it's like yeah.
Or Mardi Gras, pretty much. Or is it not Mardi Gras?
Yeah, well, the whole thing, Fat Tuesday, is because after that is Lent, so it's 40 days of like fasting and not jerking off and all this shit.
Hey, could you cut to the video?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people in this photo, they need a lot more than 40 days of fasting. they need a year of fasting.
Well, it's Houston.
Yeah. Anyway, cutting to the Joel Osteen's reaction. Very sad day.
And that's prompting that part of the investigation.
No, we're going to stay strong. We're going to continue to move forward. And there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us.
Get that smirk off your face, bitch. Look at his smirk.
You know what I've noticed with these guys? They're and there's just another preacher who does it. Their eyes become like us reptilian. That's the only way. Like if you look at the other guy's eyes, you ever seen him? The one that I forgot his name, but he like did he put his blood in a cup, and then he had the other guy put his blood in a cup. He's like, now drink it.
Really?
Yeah. He's a mega. He was the one that was just like, I have to own a private jet, because I can't be flying with these.
Oh, was it the black gentleman?
No, he's white.
Oh,
but
okay.
he has those like lizard eyes. That's the only way I can describe it. Just like the way he looks at you.
That's just plastic surgery, Josh.
No,
it's a lot of work. They got a lot of work done.
I'm Catholic, so I truly believe in demonic spirits. And I think these guys have demonic spirits in them.
You think they're possessed?
Yeah.
I mean,
another way to explain it is extra dimensional beings are using them to corrupt man. There we go.
Mm-hmm. It was that in the Quran?
No. That was on YouTube. Yeah.
You know, Josh, was that at the end of one of your crypto YouTube videos? Some guy's like, remember when the halvening happens.
No, it was Billy Carson is the guy's name. Look him up. He's
Billy Carson.
Billy Carson. Yeah.
Is that related to who's the fucking other guy? Carson?
No. He is black, but he's not related to him.
Who's the doctor, the neuroscientist?
Didn't he die?
Ben Carson.
Yeah. No relation.
He's. I mean, all politicians are crazy. I love Ben Carson. I love what he has going on.
Yeah.
I love his message. He was just like, this is crazy. This is. You know, it's funny. Half the politicians on the. I rewatched old debates because I think they're so fascinating.
Yeah.
If you look at the 2020 Republican primary debates, half the pack, they were all just, it was almost like they were like teenagers smoking weed for the first time. And they were just had their Southern accents and they were just getting high like, man, this is so fucking crazy, man. Man, why can't we all just get along, man? This is so fucking crazy. And then Trump's like, you're a fag, Joe. You're a fag, Ben.
2016 was my favorite.
Oh, I mean, the 2016 debates between Hillary and Trump.
Well, not just Hillary and
just
Trump,
the whole thing.
Trump destroying all of them.
It was unbelievable.
Jeb Bush, that felt so good. And Jeb was like,
oh
come
God.
on, man.
Oh my God. Now Trump wants to play blood. Now Trump loves to take these digs, and it's blood sport for him, and that's fine. But I'm focused on getting this country back on track. Well, it's Shane Gillis' bit. We won't do other people's bits on the show. Shane Gillis has a very good joke about that. So let's see what Joel Osteen has to say about this trans shooter. We don't know. Maybe the shooter's trans. Maybe the shooter's a Republican. Yeah. Maybe the shooter's a trans Republican. That's the whole fun. The fun of life now is that we don't know the identity of the shooters.
Do you know any trans Republicans?
Yeah, Ty Rivera.
Ty Rivera's not trans.
I was just. I know, Ty. I hope you would appreciate that joke.
Yeah.
No, do I? And I made that joke because Ty doesn't really fit in a box, and I like that.
Yeah.
But what was your question? Do I know any trans Republicans?
Yeah.
Do I know any trans?
Do you know any Republicans?
I know plenty of Republicans. My dad. My dad's a trans Republican.
Oh, okay.
No, my dad is Republican though.
My dad's a Democrat.
Really?
Yeah, my mom's a Republican.
Your father is a Latino
Democrat?
Yeah. In Texas.
Yeah, well, South Texas.
Border
town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, everyone on the border they're all one single policy voters, right? It's the border.
No.
Or no?
Mm-mm.
Do people on the border even care about the border?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, big time. Big time. I got an uncle, and he's very much like, they need to
stop.
no more. And I'm like,
Oh. Oh, your uncle. Oh, I thought you were like, I got an uncle that just paid a coyote.
No, well, he used to live right on the border. Like we could see from his backyard, they had a huge wall, and the people would cross over, and he'd leave food in his barn so they wouldn't come to the house, because they try to come into the house sometimes when they crossed over.
Oh, to seek shelter,
or rob. I don't know,
or worse.
Yeah.
Well, in the words of my president, they're not bringing their best.
I mean, it's people escaping shit.
No, it's Chinese nationals that want to destroy
apparently.
this. People, and what's true? There's nothing's true anymore. You hear like, and for people listening, again, I don't care if you're religious, if you're not, I don't care what your politics are. We have to come to some sort of ground truth. There's no more ground. If there ever was in American culture a ground truth where we could all start from, it's gone. It's been blown to fucking smithereens. There's no. Half of you think half of you think the Joel Osteen shooter's trans, and half of you think it's a CIA operative for the DNC, and it's an irreconcilable.
Could both be true.
Difference, and the reality is yes for both. But it's like same with the border. It's like, are Chinese nationals crossing the border?
Yes.
Or is the lie? Or are those lies?
No.
What if it's lies from the media?
No.
How would Chinese nationals get to Mexico? On a boat?
No, they go to
South America
or Central America first,
and then they go through. Then they go north.
Yep.
That would be kind of funny to like encounter a bunch of Asian. It's funny to think of encountering a bunch of Asian guys at the southern border. I'll imagine being like a border patrol agent, and then like someone's running across the border, and you're like, "Hey, stop right there, la migra, estoy la migra," and then he's like, "Hello."
Oh my god!
And you're like, "What?" He's like, and he's like, "I'm Huang Ming, konnichiwa." I'm gonna host SNL someday.
Yeah. My mom's all excited for Shane Gillis hosting SNL.
It's great.
Because I told her, I was just like, oh, yeah, I produce his podcast sometimes. I know this guy. And now she's like, Josh's friend is on SNL. I'm like, oh, don't say that, Mom. That sounds horrible.
Oh, that's just your mom. Your mom's sweet.
Yeah, she's excited about it.
It's
This is going to be the first SNL she watched since like fucking Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. And I do try not. I try to stray away from talking about. I try not to name drop too many comics on the show because, you know, they have their thing going on. It's cool, but no, it's exciting that. Well, isn't that's kind of been very briefly. That's kind of been SNL's playbook for lately. Is they almost by design create a villain out of someone, Elon Musk.
Then
Donald Trump,
then have him.
Shane Gillis,
then have him,
and then Lorne Michaels,
Norm Macdonald,
and it's like it's actually not a new thing at all.
Did you see?
It's almost like planned.
Did you see Norm Macdonald's monologue?
When he
going back, he was just like, apparently I wasn't funny enough, but now I am, and I figured it out. It's just SNL is so bad. I was like, damn.
On the monologue?
That's epic. He's like, they had to bring me back because it's failing.
I mean, you could even argue that. You can even make that argument with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was getting a lot of hate from the liberal Hollywood media because of the trans comments.
I think a lot of them are just like, they think like a lot of other Americans were like, this is bullshit, but I can't because I have people who pay me. And they're all up on this shit, so I have to do what they say or else I lose my funding.
Yeah. And then Lorne Michaels wakes up one day after, like, I don't know, fucking Pete Davidson. I guess they have gay sex. And then he's like, you know what, Pete? I am going to have Shane Gillis. You're right. He just blows a huge load into Pete Davidson's asshole.
Pete Davidson, I saw him when he was 16 on a YouTube thing. And I was like, this guy is going to fucking blow up.
Oh, yeah? Because he's just always had it.
He was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He just... No offense, but he stayed there. You know what I mean? He was funny, but he didn't continue to get, I'm just talking shit, I guess.
Damn.
But you know what I mean? Like that.
Can you do the air horn? That's a shots fired. If Pete, 10 years from now, an AI, here's my prediction. 10 years from now, someone is going to run this whole show through an AI software and look for the N-word and every comedian's name.
Yeah.
And then they're going to find no instances of that word.
No, you say it all the time. Whoa. No.
Narwhal. Well, you should try to like bleep it. Well, like I'm just saying like normal.
Yeah.
Like a normal word that starts with N and you bleep it.
Go ahead.
And then I
that looked like you said
it. Never ever would I say it.
Yeah.
But it's and AI is going to run this whole show through, or someone's going to run an AI, scan the whole show for every comedian's name we ever say, and auto clip and caption stuff to put out, and it'll come back. So be careful, dude.
If you build your own shit, they can't take it away.
That's true. But Pete Davidson won't like you.
That's fine.
Yeah, he'll be.
He's a good actor, though. I like his acting.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this school or this church shooting. The shooter's name is Pete Davidson. Similar to the comedic actor, which is actually a crazy coincidence. Let's listen to Joel Osteen. What does Joel Osteen have to say about this shooting? And we'll get on to the other news, guys. We'll get on to, I just want to see what Joel Osteen has to say about this shooting.
We're going to continue to move forward, and there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us, the forces of God, are stronger than that.
The forces of God are stronger than that. I hopped off my Gulfstream 500 jet today, and I said, God is good. And I stepped over the shooter's bleeding body, and I said, God slays the evil.
Did they kill the shooter?
Yeah, they killed the shooter.
Oh, shit.
Joel Osteen, if Joel Osteen had it his way, he in his next sermon, he's going to be like, I came in and I shot the shooter with God's bullet. God channeled that policeman's bullet into that trans devil.
Why don't you become a preacher instead?
I feel like I could be a good preacher.
Yeah, start your own cult.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
You start focusing Pulp Fiction.
Blessed is he who I used to know that
in the name of the Lord.
Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord and shepherds his brother through the valley of darkness.
Yeah.
Now, I used to say that because I just like to say freaky shit before I kill a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But now I'm really thinking, am I the shepherd? Is Joel Osteen the shepherd?
A wolf in sheep's clothing.
Now, maybe I'm the evil man and the gun is the shepherd. That movie's so good. You could do that for I'm going to start doing that next time I have an argument with my girlfriend, I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the end of Pulp Fiction. Honey, sometimes I wonder I didn't text you good night. And I wonder, is my phone the shepherd? And I'm the evil man? And you're the good man that's going to shepherd me through the valley of darkness? Or is your expectation that I text you good night the evil man? Well, that wasn't worth it, and my girlfriend's gonna hear that, and that's not good. I love you, baby. I'm never gonna say her name, by the way. I do want to. This show does get enough listeners where I don't want,
It's Jennifer.
Thanks, Josh. Now we have to. Can you bleep that? Say Jennifer and Jenna. It's all right. Now my girlfriend's gonna think I'm fucking cheating on her.
Yeah.
You said Jennifer. She's gonna be like, who's Jennifer? Hey, women, right? That's all of Austin podcasting. Yeah. Bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy out here. I'm doing a lot of accents, and that's bad. I'm doing I did an Asian accent. I did a black accent. No, it's not a black accent. It's a.
You did Samuel Jackson.
I did Samuel L. Jackson.
It was more Southern.
It's more of a yeah.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's not. It's a Brooklyn accent.
No, it's
a Brooklyn accent, son. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joel Osteen, we wish him good luck in fighting the next trans shooter. I don't want to cover this. Anything else interesting in this story? Investigators said Moreno and the boy entered the church building shortly before 2 p.m. Spanish service. It was a Spanish service that Moreno the shooter, shot up. Moreno began firing once inside. This is fucking sad. And the guards inside the building, off-duty Houston police officer Christopher Moreno. Huh? Wait, the shooter's name is Moreno.
Yeah.
And the police officer that responded was also named Christopher Moreno. Or same last name. Adrian Herrera. Oh, Moreno is not related to Janess Moreno. All the gunfire took place in the church hallway. None of the violence spilled into the main sanctuary. Wow, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Moreno's charges prior to this event ranged from forging a $100 bill, stealing socks, hat, and makeup, and looking and wearing outfits that just gave broke girl. It's just giving broke girl.
What the fuck? Moreno complained of being threatened and followed and claimed to have had received text messages from FBI Director Christopher Wray.
I mean, who hasn't gotten a text from the FBI? 40, dude, Lakewood. I mean, these churches are unbelievable. The church gets 45,000 people every week.
And that doesn't even include the people on TV that are watching.
I mean, it's, again, do I wish death on all the people that go to Joel Osteen's church? Yes. No, I'm joking. Again, guys, I'm not against a lot of, see, you know how when people are like atheist, like I'm an atheist, and I'm an agnostic. I'm spiritual. But you know how a lot of people are like, I'm not against religion. I just don't like what organized religion does to society. Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
That's like a super common take.
Bill
Maher will be like, look, if you believe in your God, that's great. If you want to spread love, that's fine. I just don't like the Catholic Church raping people. And then everyone claps.
Yeah. Nobody likes that.
I like organized religion. I like more organization. More Joel Osteen. More. I don't want one pastor flying a PJ from Miami to JFK. I want 9 pastors. I want a fucking an all-star team of pastors, one from each denomination of Christianity, and I want them to fly PJs all over. I want them to have Taylor Swift level fame.
Taylor Swift is a preacher.
She is. To the dumb bitch community of the world.
I didn't say that. Swifties, he did.
And my boyfriend is a football star. It's like the most dry derivative bullshit fucking. I guess we should talk about the Super Bowl, right? Enough about. I don't want to talk about a shooting the whole fucking show. Let's not do that. Actually, let's get to your questions. Let's talk about. I asked in the Sean Show Facebook group. Again, every week. Oh shit! Is this on the screen?
No.
Okay, it's not good.
It's so Josh's fault he had another baby.
So we had, yeah. I said, hey guys, just let me. So we're supposed to film yesterday.
Yeah,
and then I had to delay the episode until today, and I put that in the group. By the way, if you're in the group, you get updates on when we're recording. And one of our very big fans, William, said, it's Josh's fault. Has he had another baby? Which is very funny. And I go, close. My landlord's mom is dying. And this is all true. My landlord's mom, the office space that I use, who I rent from, the landlord's mom is, I guess, in the hospital. And I haven't been able to get into my own podcast studio. So I told that to the group, and William goes, have you tried telling them that her death is an inconvenience? And William, that's a great point. Maybe I should. Hey, maybe the next email is a lawsuit.
Jeez.
Hey, I'm not going to call it the name of the property.
Yeah.
Because it's one. I'm not actually mad. But what if the next email is a lawsuit? What if the next email is like, hey, your mom's in the hospital, but you know what else is in the hospital? My bank account, bitch! My bank account! If I buy a car and then you don't give me the car, that's called fraud. You fraudulent?
She doesn't watch this, does she?
No.
Okay.
No. And if she does, I really do wish her all the best. And it's I've had family. It's all a joke. If I was a landlord renting to someone and my mom was fucking dying, I'm not fucking dealing with my fucking business.
No.
I'm grieving, and I don't even know this. That's all the details that I want to share out of respect. But that I'm just explaining. I have to be honest about why we're not in the normal studio.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of that bullshit. Let's get to the questions. So William asks, have you heard about how badly these new Cybertrucks are falling apart / weathering? I hate Elon about as much as you. Now, to clarify, William, I don't hate Elon. It's something, as much as I criticize Elon, I wouldn't describe my feelings towards Elon as hatred. It's more like vicious, evil rage.
Okay.
Like, imagine hate times a million. It's a rage so strong. Like let me just say, like, when imagine like a mom watches her son get murdered in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
That like level of anger, and then cut to a year later, and the mom is mourned. She has no tears left to cry about her son's death, and now she's on a revenge mode. That's how I feel about Elon Musk.
Did he kill your baby?
I'm like, he did. I applied to work at SpaceX and he rejected me. And then I'm honest. I'm very grateful that I was rejected from SpaceX. That was my dream job. That was literally my Joker origin story. I got rejected from SpaceX. And then I was like, oh, it's like that then. Okay. It's like, I was like literally on my Drake shit.
My brother got rejected from SpaceX too.
Yeah. Fuck those pussies.
And then
fuck SpaceX.
And then Elon Musk came out and said that there's no talent in America for like engineers and shit.
I interviewed there a bunch. But anyway, back to your question, William. How bad have I heard about how badly the Cybertrucks are falling apart? Yes, I have.
What's happening to them?
I mean, they can't go up a hill. They're like supposed to be these off-road vehicles. Cybertrucks can't get out of ditches.
Really? Oh, are they the all-wheel drive ones though? Because the ones that the single motor are not all-wheel drive. They're too heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you look at I've seen a handful, and this might be propaganda. Who knows? But I've seen the build quality of the vehicle does not look that good. It looks like they're manufactured cheaply. It looks like the Cybertrucks are made by children. I'm overall not impressed with the Cybertruck. I've never been inside of one. I see them all around Austin.
Yeah,
I see them. I was in the Bay Area recently. Don't stalk me, but I was in the Bay, and I saw them all around the Bay Area. Every other car in the Bay Area is a Cybertruck or a Tesla now. I'm pretty sure. I would be curious to see what percentage of Tesla sales are from the Bay Area and California. It's probably a good amount of sales are from California, which is hilarious because you know who financed Tesla at the very beginning? The California fucking taxpayer. People don't know this. People don't know that Tesla got a massive loan at 0% from the government.
Yeah.
Where's my loan? Where's my 0% loan for my podcast?
Didn't they just get a $2.5 billion loan recently?
From the government?
Yeah, I think Ford
Tesla?
I think Ford got a $9 billion loan or something.
Oh, fuck! It's a fucking joke. It's all such a fucking joke. It's really, Hey, I'm okay. You can't. What they're doing is fucking corrupt. You can't have it both ways. You can't loan a private business money and not give me some fucking money when the company hits it big? Where's my stock? I was a California taxpayer. Where's my fucking equity? Gavin Newsom, where the fuck is my equity?
Is Texas paying for SpaceX?
Well, that's a whole nother bag of worms because, they're a defense contractor, so they might. I mean, the government is their customer, so yeah. But as far as like the paying for their operations, I'm not sure. But, yeah, William, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know what else there is to say on the Cybertruck. I mean, obviously that video's going around of the guy with the fucking goggles. Mm-hmm. Everyone's seen this video of the guy
driving,
or he parks his Cybertruck and gets out and then does like, he's like wearing the goggles. He's like,
yeah.
You know what I would do if I was on that Cybertruck? I get out of that Cybertruck with my Quest or what are the Vision Pro?
Yeah.
I'd park my Cybertruck, slam the door. I have my Vision Pros on. I'd be like, that's bad. Maybe I shouldn't have flashed a gang sign on my fucking show.
Hopefully, I get mine in 2026.
Get yours? What? What
my
do you mean?
Cybertruck.
Oh, your Cybertruck.
Yeah.
I thought you meant initiated into the into the Bloods.
No.
If you're just listening, I just flashed the blood gang sign on my show. Is that bad?
Yeah. If you know Bloods and they know you, yeah.
But they know that I'm harmless.
Doesn't matter. It's a sign of
disrespect. It's a disrespect.
Yeah.
Don't scare me like that, Josh. I'm scared. I'm legitimately scared.
That's why I never talk about cartels and stuff.
Well, let's move on. No, I'll say it. If the Bloods kill me because I flashed a gang sign on my podcast,
the Crips will avenge you.
It's worth it. I'll make national news. Maybe I'll get to host SNL before. If the Bloods try to kill me, I'll be bigger than Matt Rife.
I don't know about that. What's Matt Rife?
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. We have to do like a counter on like number of minutes passed between name dropping other comics. That was my fault. William asks another question. Don't you think it's a little ironic that the governors around the country are standing with Texas when Governor Abbott won't even stand himself?
Oh.
Well, William, that joke is ableist, and I would encourage you to do better. And that's pretty much all I have to say on that. Is just do better. We actually have a lot of questions. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, who's the other person?
Kareem, actually, and these are both listeners from the old show whose name we won't mention.
Mm-hmm.
The Thoughtless Experiment, which was a fun show I used to be a part of. Kareem asks, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Kareem asks, TED show? Like, why is it on Peacock? What's with all these streaming services? It's like cable all over again. This is a great topic. TED show, I guess they're doing a show. Is that like, have you seen this at all?
No. Is that it? Right there?
No, that's Michelle Obama. I think we'll get to that next.
Oh, okay.
I think
what's TED show?
I think I guess there's a show.
Oh yeah. It's
TED
from the
the
movie.
bear. The bear,
and apparently it's supposed to be like really good. So
really,
yeah, that it's just as good as the movie.
Is TED getting a TV show? All 7 episodes of TED were released this year, January. Within the first 3 days after its premiere, the series became the most watched original title on Peacock. Well, that's not very hard to do, considering to get that title, you only have to have one fucking viewer on Peacock. You don't need to have Peacock. I mean, yeah. So this is a great. I'm glad you raised this topic, Kareem, because it's this concept, and if you already know about this shit, then I'm sorry that I'm re-explaining it. But a lot of people don't really understand that, like, when it comes to media and media conglomerates. Have you heard of bundling, unbundling? The bundling, No. So I mean, it's it's a simple concept. I mean, it's basically this theory that because of the way that capitalism operates, you have basically it's a cycle where you have the bundling of media properties or the rights to certain media properties. So you look at TED Show, you look at The Office, you look at the NFL, you look at the NBA. You know, and I was actually listening to a very interesting article on the Wall Street Journal. I listen to articles on the Wall Street Journal so that I can deliver value to you guys. I could be listening to Drake and enjoying myself, but instead I am listening to the Wall Street Journal for you. You're welcome.
Do you pay for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pay for many media, a lot of media companies, and read their shit. So right now we're going through, or in the last 5 years, it's been a period of unbundling where the whole pitch has been, hey guys, you know, are you tired of paying $120 for 1,000 channels and you don't even fucking watch them? Fuck that. Come over to Hulu, where we have premium content, just $11 a month, no ads. Look at all this great media property, all these great, you know, and I call them properties because that's what the fuck they are. TV shows are not art anymore. It's property. It's just the same as a house. You know, that's the way this podcast is a property. And we're building the house. That's why I have a Mexican guy.
I would check that foundation.
Maybe I gotta hire some Jews to get a tunnel going. But yeah, it's bundling, unbundling. So you have this period where all of these services, these new streaming services that feel new, it feels like an innovation. It feels, wow, cool. This is the way the future's going. No more will we have these packages where we have to pay all this money. I don't even watch sports. Why am I paying for it? Fuck cable. And that's been very popular in the last 5 years, 10 years. This last decade has been the Netflixes, the Hulus,
HBO Max,
the HBO Maxes, Peacock, right? YouTube. Well, I would say YouTube. I would put an asterisk on that because that's a whole nother beast in media. But YouTube as well. You know, it's a la carte. It's a la carte. But now what these media companies are doing is, especially legacy media, and this was an article in the Journal that came out a few days ago, there are talks from all of the largest media conglomerates. So I'm talking about Disney. I'm talking about, what's so funny, because they all own each other. Like Disney has a 20% stake in Hulu, and Hulu's owned by NBC. It's all they're all connected. And basically what they want to do is formalize that. It's like a cartel. It really is a cartel. It's going to be a media cartel where they want to create a syndicate and jointly own the rights to the NFL and then offer it as part of this, offer it as a packaged product. And AKA a quote unquote bundling. So what you might see now is the unbundling is done. People are tired of Netflix is raising its prices. They're throwing in fucking ads. Like it used to be $8 a month with no ads for everything, and now
17 or something.
And now they're like, you can't share a password with your girlfriend. And I'm like, and then you have to pay for 2. By the way, there's going to be ads. If you only pay $12 a month, you're going to have to watch ads before you watch the content. So people are getting tired of these unbundled a la carte streaming service bullshit. And so yeah, Kareem, to your point, it's like it's going to be cable V2. We're going to see a new version of cable. And if you think about it, if you buy all of these different streaming services to watch all the stuff you want to watch, you might be paying more than you would have for cable anyway.
Also, do you have time to watch all that shit? You know what I mean? Maybe.
Be careful, Josh. If they have time to listen to this show, their lives are not going well.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's not let's not push away our listeners that love us very much. I love you guys. Even if you believe in God and you're a retard. Okay, and then the last question for the week. Kareem says, maybe address this. Don't cut to the TV just in case it's like porn. It's not porn. It's an Instagram video. Okay. Michelle Obama is a reptilian
with a penis, is what they're saying.
There's many instances of Obama calling her Michael instead of Michelle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen this.
Michael and I also want to acknowledge. You've seen this, Sean?
Yeah, I think we have the same feed. Wow, reptilian brotherhood, and
I mean, here's my reaction to that video, Kareem. Really good Photoshop by the artist.
Yeah,
like it's a very interesting it's interesting concept art. Do I think Michelle Obama's a reptilian noid? No, I don't. She's a strong black woman who will in fact be the president in 2028. Mark my words. Will I vote for her? You bet your fucking ass I'm going to vote for the first black female president. You think that in 2028 when the election rolls around, I'm not going to vote for Michelle Obama, the second black man to run for office?
Oh, shit.
You're wrong. I'm going to vote because I'm a fucking American. So that was all the questions for the week. If you want to ask a question, we're getting more listeners, Josh.
Yeah, that's good.
The last episode, I think 2 episodes ago, it got like 89 listeners. So we're almost up to like 100 per episode. So if you are a listener and you're listening to my voice right now, go to facebook.com/groups/Sean's show. We have 10 members in the Facebook group. Really only 2 people asking questions right now, but that's the start of a movement because the Williams and the Kareems of the world who engage with me are going to be rewarded in the afterlife. You will be rewarded. My listeners, if you ask a question in Sean's show Facebook group, you will be rewarded in the afterlife. That's my message to you now.
How many virgins?
You get 82 virgins.
Oh shit.
See, the Quran stops at 72. I say why not go more? I say why not go more? I'm all powerful. I'm an ultimate. If you ask a question at facebook.com/group/Sean show, you will be rewarded with as many virgins that are of age as you desire. There will be no pedophilia in my heaven.
Man, you're gonna run out of virgins quick.
I can just make more.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand the appeal of wanting to deflower a woman. I don't really get it. Mm-hmm. It's really sick. I strongly believe, and I don't do takes on dating that much, but since we're on the subject,
I've never met an intact hymen.
I've never deflowered a woman. They've always already
they deflowered you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them old, real old. But I don't get the appeal. It's like I strongly believe in half your age plus 7.
That's not how.
That should be the law.
Is it half your age plus 7?
No, that's like that's the idea of like half your age plus 7 is the minimum age that you should be able to fuck someone. Every level it makes sense. If you're 18, half your age is 9 plus 7 is
16.
16, which is even a little bit 18 and 16. No, that's fine. Like if you're whatever.
Oh
no, that's on the edge.
You can get in trouble.
It's senior and sophomore.
Yeah,
there were some senior sophomore couples.
Oh yeah,
but it was like on the edge of it was like that's a little, but like then you go up to 30. 30 half your age plus 7 is
22,
and that makes sense. If you're 30,
I'm just good at math. It's not like I knew the numbers. Just like
we plan this.
Yeah.
Josh has a calculator. He's a computer I can't see. He's like, but no, it's like if you're 30. It should be 22. That makes sense. If you're 40, it's 27.
I would go
really makes sense.
God forbid anything ever happened. My wife left me or something like that. Are they closer to my age or my son's age? That you know what I mean? That's so if they're closer to my son's age, there's no way.
If they're closer to okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying my son's young, but I'm saying like if it's like okay, for example, 21, they're closer to my son's age than my age.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And so they'd be off limits to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now just say, Your Honor, I'm sorry. Can you say that for me?
No, thank you.
Your Honor, I didn't know. Can you just say, Your Honor, I swear to God, I didn't know.
No, I'm not saying any of that.
So thank you for your questions, guys. I hope that I will literally answer any question. The only real rule in Sean's Show Facebook group is don't say the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
And
again.
Yeah. No, it's we're here to have fun. No, and I want to cultivate an audience that is fun, and it's just we're here to take shots at people, and it's just irreverent. I want it to be irreverent. I want it to be fun and silly and stupid. I don't want anyone to take themselves too seriously.
I feel like you mean most of the stuff you say, though.
That's true.
Yeah. It's disguised under humor.
It's disguised under humor. I'm actually a crypto fascist. That's a word that was used in politics for a long time. That's no longer used.
Crypto fascist.
We need to bring back the word crypto fascist. I had just learned about this word.
I've never.
It's crypto fascist. It was used in the I believe the 70s during like the presidential elections. There's actually a famous video we should watch. It's really interesting.
Oh, I thought Elizabeth Warren's the one that created it.
No, it was so it's very interesting. So, and hey guys, just as a side note, what other comedy podcast is talking about crypto fascism? Go watch the other ones and they'll talk about is squirt piss. Okay?
It's not.
Turn off. We won't even get into it.
Okay.
But go if you want to go down an endless rabbit hole of is squirt piss, hit that little red X and get the fuck out of here. We're talking about crypto fascism, bitch. Crypto fascism is the secret support for or admiration of fascism or trends close to the ideology. The term is used to imply that an individual or group keeps this support hidden to avoid political persecution or political suicide. A person, organization, or idea possessing this tendency would be described by the adjective crypto-fascist. Another word that was often used is crypto-Nazi. Mm-hmm. It's like a secret Nazi. And it's I think we should bring this word back.
So it has nothing to do with Bitcoin.
It has nothing to do with cryptocurrency.
Okay. Okay. I was like, in the 70s? Whoa.
But in a certain way, it does have to do with Nazism or with crypto because crypto is, I think it's Latin for whatever. It's Latin for secret or hidden. And cryptocurrency is, encrypted, lock. It's kind of cool. When you think of cryptocurrency, it's like the crypt. Mm-hmm. It's like you're going into a dungeon and you can't get into the dungeon. It's a secret. And the Bitcoin is protected by
miners from all over the world.
128-bit encryption, which is like a, but it's not actually connected.
I was having he's like, my dad was like, somebody's going to break into it and steal it all. And I was just like, they have an easier chance of breaking into the Federal Reserve and stealing all their money than they do Bitcoin.
I mean, they have a better chance of participating in our democracy and having it benefit them. That is to say, it's very low. But in the 1968 Democratic National Convention, there was a debate between Gore Vidal, I don't know, and William Buckley as a sort of, quote, crypto-Nazi. Can we watch? We should watch. And then Buckley responds. This is funny. Buckley responds, "Now listen, you queer."
He was the original Trump.
"Now listen, you queer. Stop calling me a crypto-Nazi or I'll sock you in the goddamn face." Damn. See, people think politics has recently gotten bad.
No.
The politicians used to duel each other and shoot each other. Politics are way more tame now.
You call my wife a bitch, that's it.
Trump calls Jeb Bush ugly and like we go crazy. In the 60s, the politicians were calling each other crypto-Nazis and queers. Yeah. Vidal later clarified in an essay, quote, "I had not intended to use the phrase crypto-Nazi. fascist-minded was more my intended meaning. What is fascism? We don't even know. Is Joe Biden a fascist? Is Donald Trump a fascist?
That's when corporations take over capitalism. It becomes fascism.
The word of course, the word fascism has a dictionary definition, but like the way that people use that word has nothing to do with the dictionary definition. It's a word. The words have become meaningless. Fascism doesn't mean anything. Nazi doesn't mean anything. Queer doesn't mean anything. I mean, slay doesn't mean anything. I used to say slay all the time.
Yeah.
Now I say slay and no, I don't know. I gave up.
Play the video.
Oh yeah. I
love the internet.
It's so amazing. One sec. Da 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 da.
There it is.
La 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 la.
Mr. Vidal, wasn't it a provocative act to try to raise the Viet Cong flag in the park in the film we just saw? Wouldn't that invite raising a Nazi flag in World War II would have had similar consequences?
People in the United States happen to believe that the United States policy is wrong in Vietnam, and the Viet Cong are correct in wanting to organize their country in their own way politically. If it is a novelty in Chicago, that is too bad. But I assume that the point of the American democracy is you can express any point of view you want. Shut up a minute.
No, I won't. And some people were pro-Nazi, and the answer is that they were well treated by people who ostracized them, and I'm for ostracizing people who egg on other people to shoot American Marines and American soldiers. I know you don't care.
As far as I'm concerned, the only sort of
identification.
pro-crypto-Nazi I can think of is yourself. Failing that, I would only say that we can't have
Now listen, you
the right of
assembly.
Let's stop calling names
you in
and
your
let's get...
goddamn face. And you'll stay plastered.
Gentlemen, let's go.
Yeah, that's baller.
Go back to his pornography and stop making any illusions of Nazism.
I beg you to...
This is such a good piece of history.
Yeah.
This is such a great.
You, and then he has his listen, you queer.
He's like has his earpiece in. It's amazing. This is such a great soundbite, and this is from the '68. So my politics has always been fucked up.
I know you don't
As
care.
far as I'm
don't feel any sense
concerned,
of
the only sort of
identification.
pro-crypto-Nazi I can think of is yourself. Failing that, I would only say that we can't have
Let's call
listen, you
the right of assembly.
Let's stop calling names
you in
and
your
let's get...
goddamn face, and you'll stay plastered.
Gentlemen,
Damn, the way and you'll stay.
This is like a movie. It's like I can't believe this. Now listen here, you goddamn queer.
Where is he from? Connecticut? Like what? What accent is that?
It sounds like almost like 1920s evil rich guy with a
look
but actually the first part of this video is even more relevant today. Only the flags are different. If you listen to the first part of this video again, what they're talking about is the raising of a Viet Cong flag in a American park during the Vietnam War to protest the Vietnam War. And you could argue that now the same thing is happening with Israel-Palestine. People that raise Palestinian flags are being criticized by the right because the right sees the Palestinian flag as a Hamas and terrorism.
Right.
And the left... I won't even bucket it like that because there are a lot of people on the left that are very mad and frustrated with Joe Biden. Actually, we should but let's listen to this again. This is actually kind of very reflective of what's happening in politics today.
Act to try to raise the Viet Cong flag in the park in the film we just saw. Wouldn't that invite raising a Nazi flag in World War II would have had similar consequences?
So they're saying so the interviewer asks, why would you raise a Viet Cong flag? They're our enemies. But I imagine it was a bunch of like Berkeley liberals or whoever that's like in the Vietnam War, you'd probably have like equivalent like groups, progressive groups siding with Viet Cong. Same thing we talked about Osama bin Laden. On TikTok, Osama bin Laden was being praised.
Yeah.
They were praising Osama bin Laden because people were like his manifesto, people were reading his book or some shit. And then people were like, I read Osama bin Laden's book or his manifesto and it made a lot of sense. and he was Osama bin Laden was talking about America as an imperialist state. And so it's
I think the guilt that people feel, they're like, well, I don't want to be part of the, like, it's
rich liberal white guilt.
It's like people think of the Roman times. I would never do that. I would never be a part of that. But you're part of the empire.
Yeah,
and you benefit from the empire.
Right, and it's people don't have as, barring yourself, like, either you live within the guidelines and bound. It's sad, but it's like here's how a lot of reality works. Is like I see it as like you have to either live within the boundaries and the circumstances that you were born into, and I don't know, like maybe that's the wrong way to say it. One of the first questions you have to ask yourself is, do I want to dedicate my life to activism? Do I want to be an activist? And do I want to try and shake shit up? And if you want to do that, Godspeed. Do I want to be a revolutionary? Godspeed to you, you know? But it's like, not everyone, people need to stop having so much guilt around being in an imperialist country. I was born on third base in the Silicon Valley, and, I didn't choose that.
Yeah.
I didn't choose to be born on third base. You know how fucking hard it is? You know how fucking hard it was to be born in the Bay Area right before the tech boom? Born into a society, a vibrant, liberal, open society where I could do what I want and play and take risks and not be persecuted. I'm a white man. You know how fucking hard it is for us right now? You know how much pressure I'm under to wave a Palestinian flag in the San Francisco? A tremendous amount.
I think most people just want the clout from it. You're a good person.
Right.
It's
virtue signaling.
Yeah.
There's definitely some virtue signaling. But like when you look at, I'm sure it was the same. I bet you a lot of the stuff in Vietnam, technology is bad. The only thing that's different from the Vietnam to Palestine is that we have it's just war in 4K war. In Vietnam, we didn't really, there were the documentaries that were horrific, but we didn't really see the actual like death in such gruesome ways as we do now. But it's just funny how fast the political spectrum falls apart, because now back in the day, Democrats and pussy liberals were the people that were against interventionism.
Mm-hmm.
They were against going to Vietnam. They were against funding a war in Vietnam. They probably called it a genocide. Laos.
Mm-hmm.
They went to Laos. They went to Vietnam. And all the liberals were like, why are we going to these countries? And the Republicans were the war hawks. And they wanted to go over there. I don't know. I think that's what it was.
Now they're both.
And now it's like, there's two wars. And now we're doing both on both sides.
Now they're arguing which war do we want to fund.
Right. It's like the Democrats want to back Ukraine, and the Republicans want to back Israel.
And all the states and most of the states in the United States want to back Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You want to know who's really under siege? Texas.
Yeah.
But we have to cover this. I mean, this is follow me on Instagram, Sean Reilly Comedy. If you haven't seen this photo, we have to let me just pull it up real quick. This photo is probably...
Oh, yeah. Joe Biden's photo. Yeah.
You mean Brandon's photo. Dark Brandon. It's there are no words. There are no words.
You know what I thought
this photo.
When I first saw it? I was just like, he's a Bitcoiner? Holy.
I know.
That's what I thought.
Dude, yeah, I was like, because you cut to the...
Yeah.
Is it right here? So, Joe Biden, after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, posts probably one of the most historic photos. It's a historic photo.
Mm-hmm.
it was also photoshopped by a 17-year-old unpaid intern on the White House, whatever PR team the White House contracted. But if you're just listening, please watch the show. But if you just want to listen, it's Joe Biden with laser eyes.
Yep.
Like his eyes are laser beams. And when I saw this photo, a lot of people saw the photo and they were like, I thought this was a troll account. It's really Joe Biden.
Yeah.
The moment I saw the photo, I knew that it was Joe Biden, the real Joe Biden. You want to know why? Because governments are trying. This is propaganda on so many levels. It's almost shocking. And the timing's unbelievable. Can you believe
right when Bitcoin's going up?
I was talking about the Palestinian genocide.
Oh.
But also, it is also when Bitcoin's going up.
Yep. Just like they planned, because there's no way out of this debt crisis. So they're going to hyperinflate it away like they planned. And this is the subconscious way. Those who know, and those who don't. My wife was like, well, that's creepy. And I was like, do me a favor, look up Bitcoin laser eyes. She was like, oh, shit, that looks just like that. I was like, yeah. It's subliminal.
Well, here because
March 11th, the banks are going to collapse because of
the debt. The debt's going to become due.
Yeah, all the all the commercial banks are going to go under.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what they told them? Make sure to save up for your losses. That's not going to work.
That's what the Fed told the banks.
Yeah, save up for your losses.
Jesus Christ!
And all the commercial property, most of them, the commercial banks, because. The big banks aren't doing a lot of commercial property. It's the little banks or commercial banks that are doing a lot of commercial property. And now they're going to be coming up this year to refinance, and they can't refinance
because the interest rates are way too high.
Interest rates are higher, and the commercial property is valued lower. So they're going to take huge losses, which means a lot of banks are going to go belly up.
Right, because they're going to write off a loss that's bigger. The loss is going to be bigger than the value
and then
of the company.
What are the big banks going to do? They're going to suck up all that real estate.
Yep.
Yeah, and they suck up all the little banks.
BlackRock.
Yep.
And that's why you should buy the BlackRock Commercial Real Estate ETF. We are sponsored by BlackRock. Thanks for bringing us to our next ad.
And Vanguard.
We are No, see, that's the thing. Vanguard, their products are not that great. A lot of people think, oh, Vanguard has $8 trillion assets under management. I'm going to go put my 401k with Vanguard. I trust Vanguard. I trust BlackRock with my money. And I'll tell you why. BlackRock is the leading CIA PSYOP company, but really it's an extra-national CIA PSYOP controlled by Ken Griffin, George Soros, and RuPaul. RuPaul's involved. People talk about the elites. They go, oh, George Soros, Bill Gates. Look up RuPaul. Drag Race? Look him up. You will find he's involved. He leases his property to oil companies. They frack on his property, which I support. Get your money, Queen. Get your money, bitch. Get that money, bitch. I would love it if like the oil contractors show up on RuPaul's acres. And they show up and they're like, hey RuPaul, like hi Mr. Paul, like we're about to get started fracking on your property. Thanks for leasing it to us. We're excited to get started. And Ru's like, sachet away.
I feel like I live in a completely different reality because everybody saw this and thought, oh, Kansas City Chiefs, of course, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, maybe I'm reading way too much into it, but the whole point of the religion, and what I mean you can call them deep state, whatever, is they have to tell you before they do any of their moves. That's the one thing. So if you're conscious, you'll see see it. If you're not conscious, and then they won't feel bad because like what we told you.
Yeah, that's it's. I mean that's I think a lot of that's one way to interpret it. I think like the way I look at this photo, it's like art interpretation. It's like going to a modern art museum. This is a piece of modern art. I mean, the way I look at this photo,
this is his presidency right here. This photo in history, when they talk about it, this is the photo they're going to show.
Yeah, because this is Joe Biden releasing power. Ironically, you look at this photo and it's portraying Joe Biden as this all-powerful being, and it's supposed to be snarky. It's supposed to be funny.
Trolling.
They're trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And they post this photo like, oh, here's. I mean, let me break down. And if if you're just listening, this photo is. You should look at. I'm sure you've already seen the photo. Let me break down the layers of interpretation. What they're trying to do is they're trying to reclaim all of the hate. So a lot of people have been hating on Joe Biden. They've been saying Joe Biden is evil. That's the dark, that they call him Dark Brandon. And here's the fucking, I don't even know where to start. It's so hard to explain this because it's like the laser eyes were picked up by Bitcoin, by the crypto community. But even before then, and there's a whole article on this, it started in the MAGA forums where they portrayed Trump as this valiant Greek god that's slaying Joe Biden, or in the MAGA community, his name is Dark Brandon from Let's Go Brandon. So what the White House is trying to do, and what what Joe Biden's PR team is trying to do, is they think that everyone knows about Dark Brandon. Let me tell you something. No one knows what Dark Brandon. Did you know about Dark Brandon before today?
I know about Brandon, but not Dark Brandon.
So no one knows about Dark Brandon. And here's how retarded the Joe Biden PR team is. They think that everyone who's in Gen Z that's on Discord knows about some fringe MAGA forum on 4chan, and they all know what Dark Brandon is. No one knows what that is. That's the first reason this photo is a huge miss.
They're lost in the sauce.
It's a huge fucking miss. They think that they're winking, but the audience is like, why are you winking?
Yeah.
What are you winking? It's like a wink. It's not a fucking wink. It's not snarky. It's not funny. It's just scary. And so what people are reacting to is this photo of like, okay. And then the caption, he goes, just like we drew it up, Chiefs. So they're trying to wink at you about the NFL is scripted, everything's scripted, and they're trying to like wink at you like, wouldn't it be funny if this were reality?
What did the comments say?
I mean, I left a handful of comments. I was furious. I go 94 likes on my comment.
Nice.
Sean Reilly Comedy on Instagram. I'm killing it. Historians will look back at this post and call it the day our country died. And it's fucking true. Look at this man's face. And Joe Biden had zero to do with this.
Yeah.
He had zero to do with this. It's a paper tiger. Joe Biden, it's with laser eyes, is a paper tiger. Wow, Joe Biden's really on it. He's really in touch with the Utes. Joe Biden's really in touch with the Utes. He gets it. No, he doesn't. He outsourced it to a PR team. They think everyone's on 4chan. You fucking retards. No one uses 8chan anymore. No one's on 8chan. And all you're doing is scaring people. And hey, guess what? There's a genocide. And hey, guess what? There's a genocide in Gaza. And we're going to post a photo of the fucking president with laser eyes while we fund a genocide in Gaza. What the fuck is going on with this country?
What did the reply say?
To my comment?
Yeah.
Some guy goes, nah, that was the day we became a superpower. Wrong. Just so wrong. No. I mean, what should I
thought this was a Tool poster.
Pete Lee, shout out to Pete Lee, very funny comic. I thought this was a Tool poster. I go another comment, 50 likes on this one. Joe Biden's PR team thought he would reach Gen Z voters with an ironic nihilist shitpost, and they were absolutely correct.
What did the reply say?
And then someone goes, it's not nihilistic. What the fuck, bitch? Of course it's nihilistic. Look at this man's face. This is nihilism. They're nihilists. People go, what the fuck is this? Why did the president post this? The best president in history.
Oh, he said what you said. This would be great and awesome if you weren't fucking funding genocide.
Yeah, people go, okay, why are you posting this while funding a genocide? Gen Z social media manager. Some guy, this is funny. I would need 45 minutes to explain this to my parents. The thing is, I bet that guy doesn't even fucking know what it really is.
Yeah.
Because the laser eye thing that was originally in 8chan MAGA, and then it went to the crypto community because there's some overlap there. And then it went, and then they were trying to mainstream it.
Well, they changed it to, because it was like this, the laser eyes, and they changed it to like gold lightning eyes for the Bitcoin.
Oh,
and now it's like more gold and lightning compared to this, because this looks evil as fuck.
It's really and I'm not. I mean, the word I would use to say is it's irresponsible. It's just downright fucking irresponsible. And I love it. I want more of this. And here's what's fun for everyone reacting to this photo. Here's what's funny. They post this photo, and then let's go back to Joe Biden's Instagram. What's his next post? What's his most recent post? It's about abortion rights. What the fuck? You can't post a photo with your laser eyes and then talk about abortion rights and we take you seriously.
You should have been a pregnant woman with laser eyes.
It should have been a fetus with laser eyes. You can't, once you go, this is the title of the episode. Once you go laser eyes, you never go back.
Yep.
You can't go back from laser eyes. And what you did is you tried to go back from laser eyes. You talk about protecting Social Security. People think you're full of shit. You lost the little credibility you had left, bro. People already hated you.
This is not even his scariest post. The scariest post he had was when he had what's it called? Where he's like, just give me more laws so I can protect the border. You remember that post that he put on? It was on the other one, POTUS.
Give me more laws.
We're almost done.
What's up? Oh, you're fine. What's up, Dulce? He was saying, "Give me more laws so I can protect the border."
Remember the one we read a few weeks ago when he was?
Yeah. Like
that was fucking scary.
It was insanity.
Yeah. Give me more power.
Yeah.
It's
insanity. I mean, you can't go back from that.
No.
So, not that I was ever gonna fucking vote in my whole life. Like, fuck it. But like, it's just gross. It's really gross. Where are we at?
Now we're 16.
Okay, let's do one more story and we'll close it out here. Guys, if you're still listening, thank you for listening. Okay, what do we want to close? So, we got DEI. Is it dying? A pro-life rock climber scaled the Vegas sphere. I thought that was a very funny story.
That's why he did it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And then, or we can talk more about real estate. I wonder what we should close on. Pro-life rock climber, that could be funny. America becoming I think DEI. Let's go DEI.
Okay.
So, let's see here. This is an article from February 6th. What's the date? 13. Okay, it's still pretty relevant. So, going back to the corporate world, Zoom cuts DEI focused. And if you don't know, DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, it's the new label for an old idea, which is affirmative action.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care how you feel about affirmative action, quite frankly. A lot of billionaires are debating it. Bill Ackman and Elon Musk are fighting with Mark Cuban on Twitter. Mark Cuban is defending affirmative action and saying that diversity has made made him very rich and has made his businesses stronger. Bill Ackman and Elon Musk have said that DEI is actually racist and that considering someone's race in when hiring someone is the definition of racism. And it's not an easy issue. It's not. It's you know, and to be honest, I don't really have a strong position on this. I mean, I obviously hired Josh. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of jokes. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. How as a non-white, how do you feel about affirmative action, Josh? How do you feel? I'm a white guy. How do you feel about affirmative?
I always like Chappelle's take, where it's just like, no, it should be whoever is the best. But if you're equal, let's put this guy in.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, and that's, I think, the nuance that a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah.
They very, very few people even go one layer lower than the top layer. The top layer is, oh, you're hiring someone just because they're black, you're a racist.
Mm-hmm.
Or on the flip side, they go, oh, your company has 8 partners and they're all white men. That's actually what's racist.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the layer of nuance below that is what you're talking about, which is that if there's, the question is, are there equally competent people for a job of that spans every racial background?
I think it,
and I think yes.
I think this is specifically like,
but as you get or go ahead.
I think it's specifically a white guy thing because when Indians or people from India start,
you could say Indians.
Well, I want to make sure you know which Indians I'm talking about.
Of course I know.
When they start a company, who do they hire?
Jesus, you think I'm right? You thought y'all mean the which one? No, I know what you mean.
They hire their people. Jewish people hire other Jewish people. You know what I mean? So it's like every tribe tries to, hire their
humans
own.
Are tribal.
Humans are tribal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily I'm thinking, oh, I'm a white guy, so I'm gonna hire this other white guy. It's more like I'm a white guy from Harvard or I'm a white guy from Princeton. I'm gonna hire more Princeton people who happen to be white.
Right.
It's more of that. So the tribalism is even more divided within the white community because they're not gonna hire some fucking redneck who went to community college. You know what I mean?
That's right. They're
gonna hire the guy that went to their same college, have the same kind of background because they know that person, that type of person.
That's true. It's a tough issue. I mean, I never plan on hiring white people.
Really?
They don't work hard.
Oh,
that's right.
Oh well, no. If you hire,
take that to the bank.
If you hire like Eastern European white people, they're very hard workers.
Yeah, but they're also not that good at fighting. They're losing to Russia, so I don't really give a fuck.
They're great at basketball.
But that brings us to the trend. So it's kind of a reversal in DEI. So Zoom, this is an article from Bloomberg. Zoom cuts DEI focused team as corporate America retreats on diversity initiatives.
But they're cutting everywhere. There's so many jobs being cut right now, especially in tech.
That's true.
Yeah.
But DEI goes first. The big thing is DEI is one of the first teams to go.
Yeah.
Because it's fun when everyone's making money. Yeah, we can throw $1 million at a DEI team.
Yeah.
It looks sexy. We're good. We're hip. We're progressive. Things are moving. But then when the sales stop coming in and people don't renew their contracts with Zoom, guess what? Hey, we actually don't need the DEI team. But here's what's funny with Zoom specifically. So this I thought was just absolutely fucking hilarious. So Zoom didn't have a DEI team until 2020. And the reason they created a DEI team at Zoom was after a certain event happened.
Yeah.
It was after George Floyd's murder.
Oh, shit.
They made a DEI team in the wake of George Floyd's murder and the resulting protests.
But also they had the extra money to do that with all the money that was flowing, the liquidity that, the Fed was pumping into the system.
Right. And also COVID. Zoom was hot.
I know. I wish I would have bought that stock. Damn.
Yeah. And I think they've tanked a lot since then.
Yes, they have.
But imagine this, dude. Imagine you're a black guy and you just got out of college and you studied political science. You're applying for jobs and you get a call from Zoom and George Floyd just died and you're reckoning with that as a black man. And Zoom calls you up and they go, hey, we want to hire you for our DEI team. Have you heard of a man named George Floyd? Congratulations. You're hired. Yeah. Imagine you get a job because George Floyd was murdered. That's what happened to people. That's what happened to certain. And I mean, it's a really disgusting. The hypocrisy of Zoom just a really disgusting time. I mean, this is just classic Silicon Valley pandering. Classic Silicon Valley pandering. They want to look good when the money flows. They want to look good. They want to be the progressives. But when money stops flowing, they cut and they do it silently. The DEI team is announced on fucking CNN, but it's not cut on CNN.
No,
it's cut on Bloomberg.
Yeah, why would it be? Why would they announce that? You know?
Yeah, I mean it's not good press. The move is part of a broader retreat on diversity initiatives across corporate America as conservative groups intensify their attacks on DEI. Companies like Pfizer, BlackRock have changed their policies in recent months, and Tesla Inc. last week removed the language about minority workers and supporting employee resource groups from one of its regulatory filings. So here, and then Elon and Bill are fighting with Mark Cuban. You know what we should do? Why don't we do a Shark Tank for DEI? And let's get Mark Cuban, Bill Ackman, and Elon, and let's have a guy come in. I'll represent DEI.
Okay.
I'll be the DEI representative, and then you be Mark Cuban.
Got it.
Okay? Up next to the Shark Tank, a new set of initiatives focused on helping underprivileged people get competitive jobs in tech and finance. Representing DEI is a white man, Sean Reilly. Welcome to the tank. Dun dun. Oh, that's Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Sean, and my company is called DEI Consulting Incorporated. I've always loved minorities.
Well, let me stop you there, Sean.
Okay.
As Mark Cuban, I'd like to say I really am jealous of the San Antonio Spurs. And that's all I really came out here to say. I wish I would have bought them, but they wouldn't sell them to me. And Dallas just, I mean, we won one championship. That's
right.
Yeah.
And then Bill Ackman comes in. He's like, "Are you Jewish? Are you Jewish? Because if you're Jewish, I'll invest in you."
No, he comes on crying.
Bill Ackman comes out. He's like, "My wife, they're attacking my wife. She didn't plagiarize." Newsflash, everyone in academia fucking plagiarizes.
Now with ChatGPT, yeah.
Even historically, dude, people who think that if you get a PhD, and I'm not just talking about liberal arts PhDs, any PhD, even if it's a pure math PhD, you fucking plagiarize.
Yeah.
You fucking steal other ideas and pass them off as your own. That's academia. You think Moderna, Pfizer, and J&J all discovered the COVID vaccine independently, simultaneously?
No, they bought it from the government.
No. They bought it from Bill Gates.
Yeah.
That's a joke. I am vaccinated. I am vaccinated. Because I wanted to go to Canada to do comedy. That's a lie. I've never been to Canada. Anyway, I don't know. Is there much more to say on that? It's a farce. It's a symptom.
Yeah.
DEI is a symptom of the underlying problem, which is class. It's all class warfare. There's poor people of every race, and they're all being suppressed by the elites.
Number-wise, there's actually more poor white people.
Really?
Yeah, number-wise, like not percentage-wise, but number of you. Yeah.
You better be careful saying that to our listeners, Josh. I'm
just saying.
It's I mean, you know what we should do? Let's put all the poor whites in a camp for once.
Oh,
no, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
I guess.
Let's genocide the poor whites.
Jesus.
I'll run a camp.
I believe that.
I'll put it in we'll call it Sean Witz.
We'll call it DEI.
DEI will set you free.
Yeah.
Diversity will set you free. That's a play anyway. Guys, that's our show. Dulce, do you have any comments on DEI? Dulce is sitting there think Really? That's awesome. Do you have any take? Dulce Mac, very funny Austin comic. Guest star. Do you have any take on? You don't have to talk if you don't want to. Basically like
diversity hiring.
affirmative action and you know, companies hiring, looking, not just companies, but also like universities hiring based on your race, or not, or using race as a factor. And should that be a part of should that be a factor? And like, you know, I guess there's a lot of complications to it, because you look at like a lot of Asians didn't get into Harvard because or like,
oh, you see the thing? Asian women actually make more money than the average white dude.
Yeah, Asian women are doing better than white men, which is fucking awesome. I love that. You don't have to. Yeah, I don't want this to be a. You don't think it should be a factor?
No, because I'm Hispanic, but I don't act Hispanic.
Uh huh.
So I think they would be disappointed.
You don't. You're not. You're Hispanic, but you don't act Hispanic, so that you get left out. Damn. Dulce Mac, everyone. What's your Instagram? Dulce Mac. Follow Dulce.
I think it's more of a class thing.
Me too. Yeah, I think it's. I agree. I think it's a class thing. And you know, hopefully, you know, when I run for president, people will look back on this and be like, I don't know.
He was one of the good ones.
Do you want to be my vice president? Or how about I be your vice president? You were, oh shit. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. But I think that's the show. A pro-life guy climbed the Vegosphere, but we don't have to talk about it. He climbed the Vegosphere because he wanted to like raise money for this homeless woman who got pregnant, and he didn't want her to abort the child. So he climbed the Vegosphere to raise money, and he got arrested. I'm like, what kind of rock climber is pro-life? Isn't that fucking insane?
Yeah,
that's an insane story. I'm like, dude, like, not on so many. I didn't even actually think about that.
Yeah,
you're risking your own life. You're risking death to save a fetus.
Yep.
Rock climbers don't. Not only do rock climbers not think fetuses are alive, they don't think humans are alive. They don't think they're alive. Rock climbing is the most retarded sport, if you can call it a sport, ever. It's suicide. It's Russian roulette for people with abs.
Oh, that's yeah.
Just like DEI is Russian roulette. I don't know. But guys, that's our show. Thanks for listening. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Sean Show. Follow me on Instagram, Sean Reilly Comedy. I know this is a lot of shit, but if you guys listen regularly, maybe maybe help out the show, because like, you know, again, the internet's very competitive. If you just do a few of these things, it helps grow the show. Follow the show on Spotify. If there's one thing you do, follow the fucking show on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen, because that helps us get into the reach and the algorithms on these evil companies. And just know that you should help grow this show, because I will sell out and I will betray you. So but I won't. Here, how about this? I won't betray. I'll sell out later than all the other people. So I'll be your friend for longer. I will betray you, but you won't know when. I'm in Dallas, February 15th, which is 2 days from now. Tickets are actually moving for that show, the Comedy Arena, Dallas, Texas. Come out to the show. If you're a listener, I'll get you in for free. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll get you a free ticket to that show. Mic Drop Mania in Phoenix, Arizona, March 8th. The Attic Comedy Club, March 16th in Columbus, Ohio. Seattle, Washington, March 17th. San Diego, June 21st. I'm on the road, seanreillycomedy.com. These are all very small, intimate spaces because I can't sell tickets. And that's it. Josh, where can people find you?
At Josh Cabaza. Check out comedyfrequency.com and battlethesketches.com.
And come out to the Black Rabbit.
Yep.
And that's it. Enjoy. And how about this? How about as a takeaway for this week? How about you hire a black guy? If you have that capacity, hire a black guy. All right. Bye.